An interrogation episode, the hallmark of any great campaign. This week on the Hapless Heroes.
I told him everything.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave, and I'll be your host and dungeon master for this evening. We'll start tonight's festivities by introducing our cast, starting on my right with Francesco as Percival Flodhest.
We don't need a lawyer for this, do we?
To his right, we have John as Jam Jam.
Jam Jam pleads the fifth.
To his right, we have Lou as Lev Zangief.
I would like some representation.
To his right, we have Mike as Brenner Brew Blitzbor.
I used to bartend for a bunch of lawyers. They're good peeps.
To his right, we have Nicole as Glorp Glup Glup.
I teach kindergarten. I don't know anything about law. I don't know any lawyers. Uh-oh.
And to her right, we have Seb as Chumdaloom.
I do not recall. I do not recall. I do not recall. I don't recall.
Representing himself.
So as we left off last time, everyone has been more or less in processed with the police, and we're just about to get into the fun, set of questions here, and all the questions that come from the questions.
I assume then that we're all in the some kind of holding cell. Then is that?
Yeah, sort of in a
after they
little in
essentially
processing
booked us.
area. Yeah, this is another room with crappy chairs and a single window that's got that chicken wire like in the glass, and the one desk with the bored cop who's just getting your vital details and getting them to some degree. How we walked backwards into having the correct address.
Yeah, Seb, you were asking about how often I could merge.
Yeah, is that what it's called? It's not mine.
Yeah.
No. Merge.
Yeah. It's just an action.
Oh. Okay. So, as we're kind of like being processed over to this area, I just kind of whisper to Jam Jam, "Hey, if you can stay in our heads during this, we probably keep all our stories straight."
Jam Jam will go in, merge with Chum, and just say, Jam Jam can only pick 2 at a time.
We only need you and then whoever's in there.
So they're interviewing us one at a time. Sorry.
Yes, because it's one guy who's doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Flipper bump, baby. Come on.
Yeah. Jam Jam does a little.
Yeah.
Flips his little flipper.
Hell yeah. All right.
Okay, so how do I want to do this?
Ominous music.
I'll put the control in my hands here.
I lean over to Jam Jam. Jam Jam, what was the name of that lawyer we saw who got on TV? Johnny Eric Cochran, is that what his name was?
Johnny Eric Cochran! No!
Jam Jam responds, Jam Jam believes he was a quack, though.
And the spike. Holy shit.
No, I thought that was Dr. Bill Mallard's thing. Remember those commercials?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
we don't look suspicious at all.
There was Bill too. Yes, I remember Bill Mallardson. Yes.
All right, I gotta let these roll off my back here. So, I'm just rolling some dice here.
Oh no.
Glorp, glup, glup. Can you, yes, this way, please.
I get up and follow.
Yep.
Oh God, Glorp is the first to be questioned.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
That means we all have. Oh,
yeah. No, I just rolled a d6, and that's what it came up as. So.
Kind of give Jam Jam the nod.
Jam Jam will merge with Lev and Choom and say, Jam Jam believes it best to leave Glorp to Glorp. Anything that Jam Jam says to Glorp will probably just come out of Glorp's mouth. Jam Jam's not gonna mess
The
with
person
that.
who's reading the
Nodding
stage directions out loud.
we can check in after when Glorp comes back.
We'll do the aftercare.
So the room is maybe about 8 by 8 by 8, like literally a cube. Door on one side of, and next to one of those two-way mirror windows. Standard little table desk in there with a chair on either side. Single light bulb hanging from the ceiling on a wire because, they love that for dramatic effect. It's a very interrogate-y kind of thing to do. And the man, he's human, kind of short and wiry, maybe about 5'1" tops, 85 pounds soaking wet, real bookish looking guy. Have a seat. And it is Detective Ipsy Dixit. And I just want to ask you a few questions about what happened tonight.
Yeah, no problem. Glorp sits
Okay.
down. Did you want me to just start at the beginning?
That would be fantastic, thank you.
No problem. All right, so the first thing you're going to need to know, if I'm going to start at the very beginning, is who Brock Stark is, if we're going to have any of this make sense. So first, he was supposed to captain the Cosmos Concordia, and that's before it was our house. Back then, it was still a spaceship. It wasn't even our spaceship. Wait, I need to go back further than that. So Concordia Prime is our planet. That's where we came
Okay.
from.
Can we take a few things as read and perhaps fast forward ever so slightly?
Yeah, I can fast forward a bit. Okay, so we were in the spaceship, and Jam Jam and Choom were in the front row, and then Brunner and Percival were in the second row. Lev was in the back row. We had these harnesses on. Choom was wearing a helmet kind of like an igloo. The helmet was strapped in. It was very cute. I lived in a cooler, and I hadn't been. There was
Just
no
to
comedy.
clarify, what kind of cooler? Was it an igloo cooler?
It was a Yeti cooler.
Oh, okay. Keep a note of that. Thank you. Go ahead.
Brew was in Brock's suit. Lev didn't unlock his harness. We weren't supposed to be in space. It wasn't our ship, like I said. But Brock didn't want to go to space, I guess. I don't know. So we ended up in space, and then our house ended up being part of the flotilla. After that, we met somebody named Proxy. He's a vampire, and he's making us do things for him. So we had to go on a space adventure, and then afterwards, we were hanging out, and these mimes were dancing, and then they weren't dancing anymore, and suddenly they were shooting us.
Okay.
The whole story.
So
3 hours.
now we know Proxy Keynes. He operates around the area. We try to give him a little bit of a wide berth, but generally, if he's doing something, he's doing it for the right reasons. And if that means he picked you for some reasons. That also kind of indicates to me that there might be something behind these mimes picking you guys, huh? Why do you think that might be?
Because I was a better dancer than they were.
Okay, I want to go out to the lobby here.
I'm gonna raise my hand for a second here.
Sounds good.
Just to chime in, Dave.
Yeah.
That vial of space or astral sea
Yeah.
is in Glorp.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is.
By the fog of Glorp.
By the fog of
Yeah,
Glorp.
okay, I just wanted to make sure that I.
I want to give people
If anything,
opportunities
all of
to be
us look
forthcoming,
nervous.
but
Yeah, I want to say that I feel like I would look a little visibly nervous now, like knowing that Glorp is the first to be questioned, and Glorp is the one carrying something that we don't necessarily know what it is, but Percival is thinking might be some kind of contraband. Who fucking knows?
And Jam Jam it now believes might be dangerous.
Right. Also that. And like you're gonna see him like almost like holding his belly, like, oh, I don't suddenly don't feel so good, and then just like dry heaves a bit in a few of those like little plastic cups where the sauces were, like the mustards and things like that. For the pretzels that I shoveled down during the fight earlier, come out and like, oh, sorry, really sorry you had to see that. That was
crazy.
I'm so
Are
sorry.
you talking about the ramekins?
Yeah, exactly. The little
You just threw up ramekins?
Cheese cups.
Disposable plastic ones.
Little cups. Yep, little like 1 or 2 ounce cups.
Love it.
Yeah.
Is that what keeps happening to the dishes at our house? Is that why they keep going missing, Percy?
What? I don't.
I had a coffee cup. I swear to God.
I don't typically use small dishes. Okay, I kind of just put all the food in my mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured I'd give you that as your quick cut scene, just before, before things start to develop.
That's what you're
further,
walking into, bud.
All right. We're back in the room. So,
Glorp is standing up and doing an impression of the dance that was being done with the mimes, just arms flailing. This was not asked for.
okay. The lighting in this room is very different from the club, and therefore it interacts very differently with both you and the vial that's in you. It doesn't shine nearly as brilliantly, so it's not as eye-catching as it would have been in the club itself.
And it's not in my arm anymore. It's, like in my central mass where I'm thicker.
Detective Dixit looks at you. Looks down at his notebook and back up. We had some eyewitnesses on the scene report there was a sign held up in your direction. You wouldn't be able to enlighten us on what it might have said, would you?
If it was one of the ones coming out of one of the guns, I think they said bang.
Before that. Like, how did you know that they were upset about you dancing?
They had guns. They were shooting. Oh, and they stabbed me. They had guns and
They
knives.
stabbed you,
Right.
so they just unprovoked stabbed you because you dance well.
Have you ever seen Step It Up?
I missed the first one. I had to try to catch up at To the Streets, and it just, I don't know. I felt like I was missing something. I don't know.
I think Nicole's broken. We may need to give her a moment.
Oh, it's the dumbest thing I ever could have asked.
Oh, God. I'm so sad that we're not in your head for this conversation.
I never knew that the mimes act like this. I mean, that's the cliche. I'm not saying anything, but, they tend to be a little over-communicative at times. So,
I was using fairy fire. Everything was very sparkly. Maybe they didn't like the lights.
we'll have to check the magic detectors, see what's going on with that, huh?
Like, what?
Oh, you
You have a magic detector?
Yeah, we got a few of those around. We like to, know what's going on in places. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have cameras, and then you're not gonna check the things the cameras can't see. That seems a little foolish, right?
Yeah, that's smart.
No, we try. We'll do a little bit of checking there. So you saying it was fairy fire that might have got their attention? That's all right.
I don't know. Maybe they were mad about something else. Maybe I just got caught in the crossfire. I thought we were having a really nice dance before that happened.
It's a shame that they gotta act like animals, silent, stripy animals.
I was going to say,
Except,
looks at the menagerie or cuts to the menagerie in the fucking waiting room.
Just picking my nose.
Look, before I dig myself any deeper a hole here, is there anything else you think I should know?
Percy ate all the pretzels. I don't think that's a crime, but you should probably buy us replacements.
No, but it sounds like stereotyping. Maybe you shouldn't say that about your friends, huh?
I don't understand. He really ate all the pretzels. They were there and then they were gone. One of them was mine.
No.
Theft, man.
I'm gonna leave the obvious jokes out of this one. And thank you for your time, Glorp. Thank you
That's
for your
me.
time, Glorp. Yes.
You're
you may-
welcome.
I'll walk you back. And he escorts you back to the main room. So as that's going on, anything else happening before they come back in?
Percival's just kind of sweating a little bit. Like I'm starting to feel the pressure and the nervousness, even though like I'm really trying to convince myself that we've done nothing wrong here. Like I don't interview well. So he's just starting to like I think it's all starting to set in a little bit for him. But he's just so you could just see he's like starting to sweat a little. I haven't said anything else since I've thrown up the ramekins.
All right, the door opens. Detective Dixit walks back in. You have a seat.
Percy, I'm sorry I told them what you did.
He looks. He looks like visibly like his eyes go wide for a second. He's just like, I did what? What did I do? What did you say?
Lorp, could you please make a note of some adult onset inspiration for that? That was fantastic. I didn't see the setup coming until it hit. It's so good.
Oh, they're gonna probably call me in next now.
Oh no.
Well, the dice decided.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd probably be worse if everyone else were.
Mr.
Make him sweat it out.
Yeah, Mr. Zangief.
Oh,
That is, am I pronouncing that correct, Mr. Zangief?
Yes, you did.
Zangief. Zangief. Fantastic. And coming back with me. Walks down the hallway. You'll notice on the left side, kind of on the left wall. On the right is the door and the window going into the interrogation room. On the left, there's the kind of lineup marks, various heights. Just the scene as you're walking by there. He gestures you into the same interrogation room, closes the door. Have a seat.
Okay.
Now, is it Lev? Do you prefer Lev? Do you prefer Mr. Zangief? What do you go by?
The Liv is fine.
Lev. Okay. So Lev, you mind just fill me in on what went on tonight?
Well, in what capacity, officer?
Oh. You're gonna make me drag this out of you one piece at a time. I mean, come on.
I just wanted
Obviously
to
make
know
it
her
right for
name. I mean, didn't tell me name.
I apologize. I'm a little thrown off here. Detective Ipsy Dixit.
Well, that is certainly
The funny name.
It is. It's nice to meet you. I can see you're a very busy man here, and unfortunately, I do not have much information. I was buying pretzels, a lot of pretzels. See, the little one out there, he is like special. He does not like salt on pretzel, and it leaves taste like he said it tastes like glue or something. it already seems like he liked glue anyways, but who am I to judge? I tell him he don't want pretzel with salt, he get to know pretzel with salt, and that's what I go get him. And I was at there for most of it, and then and then it was chaos.
So-
big
So
striped
there was
chaos.
pretzels and then chaos, but I seem to be
Yes.
missing the intermediate step there. Like I'm trying to figure out what set this off. What did you see what happened? Like we went from a jubilant atmosphere to a violent atmosphere pretty quickly.
That's true. You know, it is those filthy mimes coming around town, spreading
Whoa, whoa,
their
whoa.
silent provocations.
But deadly.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it sounds like you're a little prejudiced towards mimes.
I just am witness. You know, I'm a victim of their.
Oh, you're just one of those just telling it how it is kind of people. One of them.
I was there. yes.
So what's your opinion on red headgear?
I don't know.
So you're not like a crimson horn kind of person, huh? Interesting.
Ah, yes. I see.
No, it's all right. No. So you no indication at all what might have set this violence off.
They
huh?
came in, and all of a sudden there was stabbing and shooting. We do not shoot or stab. with
You don't
violence.
shoot or stab. Yes.
I do not shoot or stab.
Okay, you don't shoot or stab. No. That's so. Just during the course of this, what did you do if it wasn't shooting or stabbing?
I was getting pretzels.
Okay. You're getting pretzels, so you weren't involved in this altercation at all, you say?
No, I had lovely dream about my one of my old matches. Actually, it was wonderful.
Good
Absolutely
lovely
wonderful.
dream. So you were daydreaming.
Yes, I mean, bartender
About-
was taking time. They had things to do. I wasn't in a rush. We were there to have fun.
Oh, yeah, one of your old matches. So this is from your career as an amateur pugilist, you say, huh?
Yeah, yes, that's right. Yep.
Okay.
Long time ago.
So, all right. So, trying to think. It was a violent altercation. You seem to be missing a whole segment out of the middle of it, and you're flashing back to times when you were violent. Is what I'm gathering here.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
All right. So, is there anything else we should know? Anything that would get a little context? What might have been going on there? Anything else you'd like to add that we might need to know about? Your clear and documented prejudice towards mimes aside, of course.
Anything else I want to tell you about mimes who tried to shoot and stab my friends? And other
Yeah,
people
they
in
tried
the
to shoot and
crowds?
stab your friends, and they suddenly wound up slightly dead.
Yes.
Well, you're
And,
saying you had nothing to do with that part.
So we should have ended up dead, and that would have been okay. I don't understand. Like, what
No,
is it
but,
you're upset about that we're alive?
No, I mean, I'm a little upset about you trying to do this like Jedi judo trick where you're trying to turn my questions back at me, but I don't know. Here, let me turn the question back at you. Do I look like I'm fucking stupid?
I'm telling you the truth.
All right. I guess there's nothing else I need to ask you then.
Yes, pretzels and reveries, sir.
So while this is going on, what are you guys thinking out in the...
Glorp, what in the cosmos
Jam
could you have possibly told them I did?
Immediately is going to merge with Glorp once Glorp is back in their normal spot, and again ask with Choom in. So all of Choom and Glorp and Jam Jam are all merging now, and he'll say,
Glorp, tell Jam Jam here, in your mind,
What did you tell them?
You see Glorp squint for a moment and hold up a finger at Jam Jam and hold up a finger at Percy and say, please hold.
Choom's gonna jump. The fuck?
And then Glorp looks at Percy and thinks the pretzels, but does not say anything out loud, just thinks the pretzels,
So
and then
he-
looks at Jam Jam and says, I told him everything out loud.
So Percy wouldn't
Jam
hear
Jam.
any of that, just so you know.
No.
I would literally, Choom would be like, pretzels? What the fuck?
Jam Jam will now merge with Percy and Brew and say, Glorp only told them about the pretzels.
Percival like stops wiping like he's like mid like brow sweat wipe. And,
Brew has never been in this little mind thing before, right?
Yeah.
So Brew is just like, he's got this kind of confused face. Everyone might be able to see it. And he's just kind of like looking around. He's looking over at Jam Jam like just kind of staring at him, like unsure that he's actually hearing Jam Jam's voice.
Yep.
This is
Either of you
going
could
great,
ask
guys.
Jam
What?
Jam a question if you, but that's it.
No, I think Percival
I
just
think-
kind of like that. You see a little bit of the
Knows.
active like shaking and nervousness subside a bit, but he still has a base level of anxiety that is
I
still
think-
being displayed here.
I think that thing inside of me has Jam Jam's voice.
That's a
No,
hilarious
this
thing to
is
say.
Jam Jam.
He just said he's Jam Jam.
He's saying this out loud.
Jam Jam will wave at you. It's still merging. Jam Jam. Just Jam Jam.
like gesturing to himself.
I know you're Jam Jam, but he's saying he's Jam Jam. My mind is all messed up.
Jam Jam will now just merge with Percival and Choom and say, so far, so good.
Oh shit, okay, good. I was wondering, what about those pretzels? Like,
Wait,
We have to worry about
do
that?
we really need to talk about that right now?
no,
Look,
you're right.
I'm a stress eater, okay? I'm a nervous eater, and things started like happening all at once, and I just take my opportunity where I had it, and I'm sorry I ate all the pretzels.
It's fine,
Percival owes us pretzels.
100%.
Brew
me
starts
some
tapping
duct
his head.
Like the signal got cut out. He's one.
Like coffee.
This is where we
or,
see-
like
This is
thing
what
on?
Lev comes out to. He just comes out to all of us, like, looking at each other, like,
And silently communicating and
At that point, the door opens. Detective Dixit walks Lev back in. Have a seat, Mr. Zangief. Thank you very much for your candor. Mr. Abu.
Just boo. Doctor. I stand up. I start walking towards the door.
Dr. Boo. Dr. Boo.
Yeah, I have a
Dr. Boo.
doctorate. That's what you're supposed to call me. I paid for it. You better fucking use it. He walks in the room.
And you're-
he's pushing. He's just pushing it further.
He's very confident.
Listen,
He
if
walks
he's
in
gonna
full
make
confidence.
up a whole character, like in and of himself, like why not go crazy? Why not be a doctor?
this
has a
man
good
is
idea.
a habitual line stepper.
It's called line dancing, and I happen to be pretty good at it. I walk into the room. I look at the chair. Come on. You already know regulations. Get me a high seat, extra cushion. And while you're at it, I'll take a black, 2 sugars, and 2 grapes. And he sits down, like he gets on the table, like he knows exactly that you have to do it for him.
And 2 grapes?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
Come on, I thought you were busy. I thought you didn't have all day.
Sits for a second. stands up wordlessly, walks out of the room. Comes back in.
I was gonna say, we all in the lobby. We all see
Yeah.
the detective leave.
You leave that room, walks down the hall the opposite direction, goes into a storeroom, goes back, comes back with the chair and something in his hand there. Next, otherwise. Wheels the chair next to the other chair, then moves the original chair to the corner, wheels the other chair in there, and then throws the 2 grapes in the corner.
Thanks. Like you throw them in the corner, or
Yeah.
like just
Yeah, like if you want to play ball, sure.
Sure,
Let's
I'll
do
go. Hey,
this.
fuck it. I'm shameless, bro. Actually, it's called seasoning where I'm from. I pick them up off the ground, hop back on
He
the table.
peels them anyways. He
Yep,
peels
and
them
I just
anyways.
start peeling the grape. So, you got some questions, I got some answers. What do you want to know?
Yes, it seems we're starting, both of us, a little more adversarial than we need to be. Let's restart. Dipsy Dixit, detective.
All right, Detective Dipsit.
Do you mind just walking me through what happened this evening? It seems it was a very unfortunate incident that happened at the
Yes.
Flagon. It seems that
Yes.
you and your friends were central to it. Just,
Well,
would you
we were
mind giving
there.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you give me your accounting of the events?
Yeah. Well, first, thoughts and prayers. Horrible event. But from my unique perspective, I saw everything that went on. While some of my compatriots, maybe not so much because they were preoccupied, I was keyed in on the whole thing. Because, doctor, I got a big brain and all. That being said, we were witness to what can only be described as a mime coup. And it was unsuccessful at that. So you realize if you look in your notes, there was one mime who was left over, left there, and it's odd. Because apparently, according to you and your fellow officers, it's odd to leave a mime behind. They mentioned that themselves. That is because that mime attempted a coup. And Glorp, bless their soul, just got caught in the middle of it. We all did, really. We all did. I'm gonna need therapy.
Who?
There's security camera footage.
Jim did not hear any of that. So he's full on.
Yeah.
This is what he believes.
No. You've committed to this bit.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna see this through.
Yep. I definitely watched one of the mimes shoot one of the other mimes. Multiple times, actually. It was horrible.
So, this mime that was shot, they were the leader of the other mimes?
It seems so, but
It seems so. What would
I
make
don't
you think
speak
that?
mime, so it looked like a lot of intense staring. There were a couple signs quickly written, and then I'm pretty sure when he fired the gun, a flag came out and it said "pop."
Okay, so these signs, did you happen to catch any of them? What might have been on them?
I read very well, as you know, Doctor, but no, I did not. I didn't have the right vantage point. Gives a little
Doctor.
smile.
Dr. Boo. Any relation to Majin?
Majin.
No, different different
Yeah, no, I can't.
different branch of
Unless
the
you're
family
talking
tree.
about my great aunt Majin, but we just call her Maj.
No, different branch of the family tree. It sounds like
Maybe.
So
Yeah, it does sound like that. doesn't it?
shame. So you're saying this was a power struggle in between the mimes, and you were just
Obviously,
standing
yes.
in the middle.
Yes,
So,
and then of course, once that compatriot was assaulted, well, my very good friend Brew. So Brew, obviously seeing Glorp in distress, rushed to their distress. He's a hero.
Okay, so Brew, you say he involved himself in this altercation?
Only once he was stabbed repeatedly and shot at.
Wait, so I'm just trying to make sure the timeline is right here. So, you're
Yes.
saying they attacked Glorp first,
Yes.
and then as a retaliation for that, Brew
I believe his words
involved
were,
himself.
"Stop right there. You will not hurt my friends."
Right. Yeah. Not.
Yes, and then they proceeded to shoot at us.
They proceeded to shoot at you. So, all right. So there was shootings, there was stabbings.
Yes. And as you know, as citizens of the flotilla, we have right to protect ourselves in these situations.
Well, that's not at all under dispute. We're just really trying to figure out why. I mean, it seems like a clear-cut case of self-defense against some known ne'er-do-wells. Like,
They are known, and they are near.
yeah. So, you don't need to like go covering up details just to get yourself out of this. Like, it's pretty clearly, what's.
I'm insulted at the insinuation. He starts peeling the second grape.
Fair enough. So, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, you've made us late for a very important appointment, and I will be filing a complaint. So if you
Okay.
could get the paperwork ready for me, that'd be great.
Yeah, take a number. We'll walk you back to the lobby. It's sorted out there.
Nice. Can I get that coffee too when you get a second?
So while
Walk
this
out
is
the
going
hallway.
on, what do we got going on in Choom's absence?
Yeah, just Jam immediately merges between Lev and Percival, and just says, "Lev, Glorp only mentioned the pretzels. What did you say?"
I talked about the pretzels too.
That's it. That's all you're getting. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, what else would you like to know?
We in trouble? Percival's voice joins the mental fray.
No, we're totally fine. I would just keep the pretzel thing on the low, you know what I mean? Just kind of don't talk about how you ate every single one of them.
Wait, but is that a crime?
Could be embarrassing.
Already embarrassed, so.
the door opens, you just hear Chip, yeah, so if you don't want that to spread, you should probably get some cream for that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what happens. The detective says, "Sit wherever you care to." Next, let's see. You, the bartender. Come with me. I just want to ask you a few questions about what went on tonight.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Mr. Was it
Blitzbore.
Blitzbore? Brew Blitzbore, huh? Right.
That's
this right.
correct. BREW.
Opens the door to the room. Have a seat, Mr. Blitzbore.
Why, thank you.
welcome.
I just want to say thank you for your service. I'm very appreciative for everything that the services do for us citizens.
Very kind of you. Very considerate. So, mind just making my life a little easier, telling me what went on tonight?
Oh, yeah, I can't tell you a thing.
Why's that?
I honestly don't recollect.
You don't recollect. What
All
do
I
you
remember
Okay.
is I was up at the bar, and my friend, the doctor, my doctor friend, and I were just trying to get a drink, and all I remember is I woke up to a bunch of moms like just there.
Just there. Now, when you say there, he kind of, he's looking directly at your horn that still has not been sufficiently washed off.
Sure, dead as a doornail.
Yes. So about that. Is the doornail in the room with us?
Oh, well, that I don't know. I mean, did you pick up any doornails while you were in there?
Metaphorically, perhaps. You remember nothing. Like you say you blacked out? Is that it?
I mean, I guess. Oh, I really don't remember. I just remember that at one point I looked over and there were moms on the ground.
So,
and Glorp too.
did you have anything to drink while you were there?
Well, I must have had something. You don't
Must
just
have.
black out from the water, right?
This might be hard to recall, but do you know if you had custody of your drink for the entire evening? Like, was it left
Custody?
unattended anywhere?
Very well possible.
Okay. It's something to take note of. You don't know what's going on with your drink. It's gonna happen sometimes. There's a lot of unsavory characters around here, especially somewhere like the Blag and Flag, and you never know what they might try to slip in your drink there.
That's very, very, very true.
I'm very thankful nothing terrible happened to you there, Mr. Blitzbore.
No, but I think there was some sort of scuffle or something. I mean, all my friends say that we were being shot at.
Say that you were being shot at. Now, do you notice anything that haven't happened to you?
Would there be like bullet? Wait. Does Brew wear clothing, right? Are there bullet holes in his clothing?
I don't really wear.
I'm asking as the observer, the fly on the wall.
Yeah. I don't wear clothing per se. Like I've got like that
because
covers
magical
my
healing was
bits and
applied,
stuff.
right? But like if there is, you know what I mean? I was just wondering if you had like a shirt on or something like that we'd see like bullet holes in or something, right? That would
No.
indicate that you were shot.
Loincloth?
Yeah, no, I don't. I wasn't wearing any sort of like robe or anything like that.
Loincloth?
Yeah,
Well,
yes.
loincloth,
his
yes.
body.
I mean, my bits aren't just hanging out.
He's
What
got
are
like
you wearing?
he's like shirtless with linen pants. Is this effectively?
An
Yeah,
what I'm
actually,
actual
shot
yeah.
in the dick.
bullet
Okay.
wound wouldn't do it.
So,
Like-
and he just sort of looks at you, looks up at your shoulder, looks at that horn again. Interesting. All right. It seems you've been as forthcoming as you're able to be.
I truly
wanna-
would tell you more if I knew it.
Let's get back to the holding area. How's the temperature in the room?
I don't think they got nothing. Clear cut case. We're getting out of here.
Is there like a table with like coffee and or snacks in this room?
There is a
Or even just like a
Yes.
water cooler or something?
yeah, there is a water cooler. There's also what looks like one of those metal coffee dispensers, although you can't tell how old.
I think Percival would
coffee's
just
in
be
it.
kind of like doing like tiny cup of water after tiny cup of water into his gigantic mouth.
Yeah, actually, those are the only cups that are there. Are the tiny little cone cups attached
I was
to
just
the
saying the
water
cone
cooler.
ones.
Yeah.
They're massive. You have to hold them with
he's
two
just-
hands.
He's just trying to like catch his breath a little bit because he's still just feeling a little nervous, a little nauseous, and he's trying to hydrate.
Any merging going on while Rue is being talked at to question?
Right, Chum's not going to say anything out loud, but if Jam Jam were to merge with him, that would be the only thing he would say.
Yeah.
I'm still eating grapes.
All right.
Nothing else has really come up, I think, that we need to discuss, it seems
Fair
like.
enough. Okay. So to make sure
There
everyone
were
got the
only
opportunity.
2 grapes and you're still eating them?
They're
He's
they're
small.
huge. Look at them.
Biggest grapes ever.
You want me to choke?
All right. Detective Ipsy Dixit walks Rue back to the holding area. Oh, let's see. Who haven't we gotten?
It's just me and Jam Jam.
Yeah. Jam Jam. And if you come back, we can ask you a few questions in the back here.
Yep. Jam Jam hops onto his little penguin feet and waddles all in.
The detective leads you into the room, makes sure that there's an appropriate sized chair at the table. There's now two at the back of the room: the large chair, the small chair, and the medium chair that's there for you now.
Is Goldilocks in the room?
That would be just right. Who's that sleeping in my interrogation room? But nobody's sleeping in here. It's just the detective and you, Jam Jam. And he looks at you. Jam Jam. Mind recounting the events of tonight? What happened at the Blaggin' Flaggin'?
Certainly. Jam Jam ordered some pretzels for the table. Jam Jam got himself a drink, wandered up to the second floor, looking for perhaps a friend. Jam Jam's only been here a few times, but there's some good company.
Ellie. Blaggin' Flaggin', the shadiest place in town. And there's good company there for you.
Sometimes. But when Jam Jam turned around, the mimes were attacking Glorb.
No indication why they might be doing that?
No.
No, interesting. So, you just conveniently happen to be on the entirely opposite side of the establishment, looking for perhaps somebody that you seem to be a little unclear about. All seems very convenient, doesn't it, Mr. Jam Jam?
Is it illegal to wander around a bar with a drink?
No. It's not. Nobody is actually alleging that anything illegal is going on. We're just trying to make sure that our investigation is, complete and thorough.
Jam Jam's friends then had to defend themselves.
That seems very obvious. I'm not disputing those facts. Just curious about how we got there. It seems like there's a little bit of a blank space in between entering the club and violence kicking off. I mean,
Did Glorp mention anything?
no. This is not your first time in one of these rooms, Jam Jam. You really think I'm gonna give you an answer like that?
Jam Jam shrugs. Glorp was the only one who knew what happened before everything happened.
That is in May. Some of your compatriots with them. So, just trying to see if anybody saw anything that might make it easier to put this whole thing behind us, let you get on with your lives. That's all I'm saying. Some sort of reason why they would be attacking you or something. Like, there's got to be some reason. Something went on.
Jam Jam's not certain the mimes always need a reason.
No, but I don't know. Let's say they're less than engaging in the interrogation room.
Jam Jam kind of just like flutters himself and that's again shrugging.
So back in the holding area, anybody have anything new going on?
Why are they saving me for last? I don't like this.
Oh, they asked me a lot of questions about you.
It's so much pressure. What are they at? Wait. What do they want to know about me? What did I do? What have you been telling these people?
I didn't say anything about you, Percy. They were asking lots of questions about what did Percy do? We heard Percy did this.
Okay, just to be clear, right? There's no crimes about eating like a whole plate of pretzels at once, right? There's no strange laws or anything.
Oh, that's what happened to all the pretzels. I was wondering where we were going to get the pretzels.
I'm a stress eater, Brie.
Yeah.
You know this about me.
Yeah, it's all right. They'll pay us back some other time, I'm sure.
I'm still continuing to funnel these like tiny cups of water into my mouth, right? Because it's just like at this point, like I'm gonna drain the fucking water cooler.
Does anyone
like
have a
his-
grape? I'm stuffed.
Like
He'll pay
glugs.
us back eventually if he doesn't get arrested for stealing the pretzels, that is.
Hey, technically.
I didn't. We paid for those.
Ipsy
Right?
said it. Ipsy
Technically,
did
I
not say
paid
it
for
wasn't
those.
a crime. And then you stole them from us. That's the crime that I told on for you. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Wait, why
He
are
was
we
under
implying this is a
pressure.
crime, though?
The pretzel
I mean,
theft.
Theft is considered a crime, Percy.
Like, literally, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's-
Kinda.
I don't even have my tablet anymore. I can't even look this up and see if you're messing with me.
Group deception.
It's all
Deception
wrong.
roll.
Sure, do it. I love this.
I'm gonna roll an insight. I'm gonna roll an insight.
Yeah, do
I
it.
got a -1 on a 7, so that's a 6.
Oh.
36.
The dirty six. What did you have,
A
Lev?
natural 20.
Okay, I have a 17.
Woof.
So, I mean,
21.
yeah, Percy. Like, you just sort of account for the fact that Choom's basically full of shit, like, literally all the
Most-
time.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
but Lev seems convincing, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
doubting
yeah.
myself.
oh yeah, your truth meter with Choom is just broken. But the others, they seem pretty straightforward with you.
Now I'm thinking. Now Percival is thinking to himself that he's about to be questioned about some sort of like theft of pretzels. Like maybe we didn't pay for them, or something, or like
Oh, I paid for
you
'em.
know, okay, oh shoot. Like I mean, is that really what we're on trial for here now? Is that like I forgot to pay for the pretzels because we just walked out after all this shit went down? Anyway,
Your sense of
You threw
anxiety is
$5.
very hard to follow.
Percival is like internally spiraling.
Hey, you threw $5, but they were
I thought that-
$7.27, and
So
you're
the fact that-
$2.27
Brew is
short.
still rubbing the blood off of his horn, but you are concerned about these pretzels. I love it.
It just seems
Keep
like so
the-
much of the
keep-
focus has been on this because every
keep
time
the
someone comes
heat-
out of there, every time someone comes out of there, right? The one fucking takeaway we have is that the pretzels were mentioned, and it's just like, wait a second,
I'm fine
have
with
we
that.
shifted focus here?
Yep, keep the
If it makes you
heat
feel any
off
better, I didn't
the
mention you at all, Percy.
keep the heat off the horn that skewered the mine. We're all good.
Yeah.
Don't say that out loud.
It's all fantastic.
That was Mike talking.
That was Mike talking. That was not Brew talking. That was meta.
Okay, so nothing else to add there, huh, Jam Jam?
You're on Percy.
No, we
Yes.
hadn't finished with you yet. I still got to walk you back to the room, I believe.
Yeah, nothing more with me. If the second I exit the door, I'm going to merge with Percival.
Okay. Yeah, sounds
Just
great.
say, tell them nothing.
First of all, you see, if I'm the only one you've merged with, you see this
Yeah.
like look of like this look of dread just wash over.
You got
Percival's
this,
face.
Percy.
He thinks that it's a conspiracy completely against him right now.
Now it's like, wait a minute, so am I to avoid the topic of pretzels? Like, but Percival does not respond. He's too nervous to respond because by the time he has a chance to respond, I'm sure they're calling his name.
Mr. Flathest, Detective
Yes.
Ipsy Dixit, you mind coming with me? I just want to make sure we figure out what's going on here.
Yes, of course, Detective Dixon. Of course. And
Yes.
Percival like shuffles as fast as he can into the room, still the of his like exosuit, like, moving with him. And then we'll take the largest chair he could find and
Yes.
sit down. And just like you see him kind of just put his hands like like kind of like a wide set like on the table. And I'm just gonna, as soon as the door closes, I'm gonna look at Detective Dixit and I'm just gonna say, okay, before we get started here, I just need to clarify, there's no pretzel-based laws that have been broken tonight
Immediately.
by any chance.
Immediately.
We're not, there's nothing, I didn't miss something where suddenly there's like a different angle that I wasn't looking at this at because I'm a stress eater and I can't I'm happy to pay for the pretzels if we didn't leave like anybody at our table or something. I'm really sorry.
paid for the pretzels.
I'm really sorry. I don't want to. I don't mean to not support a local business. Like I really have every intention of paying for the meal that I ate. He's like breaking down. He's breaking
Oh my god,
down.
this is the scene from the
sobbing.
Goonies all over again.
If Detective Dixit does not stop Percival is going to continue to ramble about the pretzels. And in fact, I'm going to base my entire story of the events that happened tonight around these pretzels if you do not stop me right now.
He's just kind of taking notes.
Perfect. Okay, so then Percival will continue. So we're sitting at the table, and because my friends told me to go get the booth, and so I went to go reserve the booth because it's rare that a booth is open. And like I've only been to this place like twice. Like I suggested it once because they said it was somewhere cool, and I just was trying to be like a good member of the team because like I wasn't there when they were helping proxy, and I just really want to be useful. You know what I'm saying, man? Like you know what it's like to just like want to feel useful. Anyway, so I get this. Booth, and then the pretzels came, and most of them were still at the bar. Glorp was dancing on the dance floor, and then suddenly they were surrounded by a bunch of mimes. I don't really know what exchange happened, but then I saw that they stabbed Glorp, and then Glorp tried to jump, and so I reacted because I was like, no, I have to save my friend who just was stabbed by these mimes, and so I drew my weapon and I ate all the pretzels, and by the way, I'm using standard non-lethal rounds that I made myself through the Technician's Guild because I don't want to hurt anyone. I just wanted to defend ourselves because we were being shot and stabbed. I was shot 3 times, and he like lifts up his shirt. You can see like there's like a rip in like his shiny tracksuit, from where he was shot in the back, and he's like showing like his bandages and stuff like that. And so I don't really know what happened, but then suddenly like there were dead mimes and the others were shooting and stabbing at us, and I was just in flight or fight mode, man. Like I don't even know what came over me. I feel like everyone else was kind of in the same position, and so then suddenly the bouncers came and broke everything up, and that's when we decided to try to leave. The other bouncer told Brew if he had some conversation with him, and then gave him a card and left. The mimes were dragged out, and then you came and started talking to us about what happened tonight, and now I'm suddenly thinking that I'm on trial for stealing pretzels, which I have every intention of paying for.
No. I don't ever have to wonder whether or not I feel useful. To answer your question.
Ouch!
So about the laws about pretzels then.
Well, that depends. What kind of dipping sauces did you have? It's really pertinent to the conversation here.
I don't know. I ate them so fast. I think I swallowed the cups. By the way, some of those cups are on your floor in the waiting room because I ate. Everything went in all at once, and I wasn't thinking about it, and they kind of came back up. I think there was mustard in there. I remember tasting mustard briefly.
Okay, so it was a mustard. There was probably a red sauce and a white sauce.
That's a great question. Again, stress eater. Not really thinking when it happens.
Ranch or blue cheese?
Blue cheese. But only
All right.
if it's ethically sourced from non-sentient creatures.
The fungus. But I got my eye on you. So, I'm trying to gather why this all kicked off, though. In all seriousness. So, you guys came into the club pre-pretzel. Did something go on here? What do you think drew the mimes to you? I mean,
it seemed they didn't say anything, but it just based on what they were doing, it seemed like they were trying to rob Glorp, but they don't have anything on them. I don't understand.
Trying to rob Glorp. Interesting.
I don't know. I feel like I hear
that?
about these stories all the time, and it just seemed like they were all picking on Glorp for some reason.
They were all picking on Glorp, huh? Okay. And
I just tried to save my friend. They almost killed Glorp.
Did they hold up like any signs or anything? Just trying to see if they attempted to communicate at all.
I couldn't, from where I was sitting, I couldn't see what was on the sign, but yes, I know a sign was held up at some point before
okay.
they attacked Glorp, but I couldn't read what was on there. Wait, is that what this is
Interesting.
about? Is it just about why Glorp was attacked? So there's not if the pretzel is not an issue at all, then is what we're saying.
No, unless you were like trying to like use ranch on your pretzels. No, there was no crime, and even ranch on your pretzels is like a misdemeanor. Like we fine you $20 or something like that. Like, come on, man. Like,
So there are pretzel laws.
a man took a horn through his head. Like, we've got bigger problems than what you dip in your pretzels.
Yes, it was horrific. I could barely see. I was hiding in cover, but then I looked up, and then there was a dead mime, and it looked like he was impaled, and it was really scary. But at the same time, they were attacking us first, so I just feel like it was an act of self-defense. Please, I hope that's not like. Did something happen? Is it bad?
Well,
Did
I
he
mean,
die?
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Right.
He's been silenced forever.
Healing magic can't like fix that. No. Okay. Well, I just. Wow, I've never seen a dead body before like that, so I'm just really having a hard time processing everything that happened, man. Okay, like I'm really having a hard time with this.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breaths. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Nobody is coming at you for the pretzels.
Okay.
I hope they were delicious.
I barely could taste them on the way down. Honestly, I
Yes.
ate them in again stress.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you didn't gore anybody to death. And
No, I did not. I don't have horns.
Yeah. It doesn't look like you have an execution style murder in you, so I think the big guy might not have anything to do with you. All right.
No, and hold on, before we start throwing accusations around, because obviously there's probably some sort of security footage of the things that went down, I just wanted to be clear that we were attacked first, and then something came over Brew, but he was acting in self-defense. It's just I've never seen him like this. That's why we were trying to get to Father Hayes, you see. Father Hayes, said that he was going to help, but we just came from the hospital across the street, at the Our Lady of Wonders. Like something is wrong with our friend Brew after this mission that we went on. It's just really scary. We just needed to get him some help. That's all. We just need to get him some help.
So your friend needs help. So,
Yes.
and at the same time, you're supposed to get him help. You're taking him to a drinking establishment.
Okay, so we lost track of time, but it wasn't my idea to go there,
At which point, after enough time to have a drink, he blacks out and murders a person.
Okay, well, when you put it like that, it sounds really bad. But what I was trying to say is that he was acting in self-defense because we were attacked first.
Wait, so was he acting in self-defense or was he blacked out?
Well, I mean, he attacked the people that attacked us just like the rest of us did. We were all defending ourselves and attacking the mimes who were shooting and stabbing us. I didn't get stabbed, but I did get shot. Did I mention I've been shot? It really hurts.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, just as a side note, you ever been on the receiving end of one of those less than lethal rounds you've been talking about having?
No?
Just interesting
The intent was to subdue,
point of data.
okay? The intent was to subdue.
Yeah, I know. We know exactly what subduer rounds do. We have to all get shot with them in the academy. They
Oh, I
really
see.
do hurt like hell.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it's pleasant. It's not like I enjoyed doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a killer.
No,
The pretzel
very
thief.
clearly not.
We're not murderers.
We're not murderers.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Who's
it's
we?
like I don't know. We, like all of us. I mean, it seems like you're trying to there's so much focus on this impaled mime, and I just feel like the focus is not on the fact that we were attacked. For some reason, the mimes decided that they wanted to attack our friend, and everything just went to hell from there.
Well, maybe in discovery, your lawyer needs to actually know that there's a concrete thing that went on that precipitated this, and not just.
Oh wait,
you
we're
got a
allowed
little
legal
bit-
representation? Am I supposed to? Can I? Could we not be speaking any further then, and just wait for legal representation? Are we suspected of a crime?
I mean, while clearly none of you had the ability, you all did have the right to remain silent. We did tell you that, right?
Nope.
No.
Where's Officer Miranda when you need him? Anyway, so what you're saying is you need a public defender.
Wait. So you're saying that we do need a lawyer?
I mean, you go into night court. You're not going to night
right,
questioning.
yes. So what is the even case? Like, what is the case against us or for us? Like, what are we pleading?
Well, that's between you and whoever's representing you. What you're gonna plead? It's you're gonna try to say
What are
like
the charges?
Well,
Question.
the charges are the several dead mimes who were killed. Because there's this interesting thing where there was altercations, there was fisticuffs, there was shots fired, and none of you seem all that worse for wear. But several of them died. As it turns out, murder's a crime, even here on the raft. And while some lives are, worth more than others off the books, like, we gotta at least, pretend here. Like, we gotta treat everybody like their lives are worth equal stuff, like even
That's
the
an awfully insensitive
troublemakers.
thing to say, and I would just want to say real quick that, is this bad for us? I feel like, again, acting in self-defense.
I'm an oddly
I feel like that's
insensitive person, and I can't give you legal advice, but how about you all need a
right.
public defender?
Yes, we need a lawyer, I think.
Well-
maybe a phone call. I was told we were going to get a phone call.
Yeah, let's walk you back, and you guys can confer and discuss and figure out who your phone call is going to be and what kind of defense you're going to get.
While all of that was happening, in the outside of the room, silence. We're all just silent, and Jim just goes, "I bet Percy's nailing it in there." And it cuts back.
And that's where I want to end our episode. That's it. Perfect. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else out there, if you like us, we can be found on the internet. The links, they grow on trees. Linktree.ee/hapless heroes. It'll take you to all the great places. The place you really want to go, though, it's our Discord. I was about to say discord.com/hapless heroes, and that's not it at all. I'm confusing.
We're not cool enough to have a custom link either.
No, and I'm running it into our Patreon.
But hey, if you join our Discord, and enough of you join our Discord, we can turn it into a community and then get a super fun link like that.
We're already a community, but we could be a bigger community with you. And that's why you should take that link that's in our link tree and come join us. It's the best way to interact with us. It's where we are. Fran and I are there every single day, all the darn time, because we are terminally online like that. And the rest of our cast is not far behind. And really, the people you want to interact with, it ain't us. It's our community. Come join them. Like-minded folks who think that, for reasons that I cannot articulate, think that me and my friends are funny. And yeah, we want you to be part of that. Not that we want you to think we're funny, although we think that that's probably a really good thing.
Funny.
But we want you to be part of our community. That's actually the important part. That's the takeaway here, folks. Yeah, that's it. You know what's another takeaway? That's another takeaway. Maybe you really like us. You should take yourself away to the comments section somewhere, the podcast service of your choice, where you can leave us a 5-star review. Yeah, that's a quality segue there, folks. That's one for the record books. It's definitely not rambling crappy at all. So, leave us a 5-star review in the podcast service of your choice. Now, we will see it. We're on the lookout for those sorts of things. Now, if your podcast service doesn't let you do it, we got a channel in our Discord called 5 Stars. Leave it there. Regardless, we'll read it. We'll recognize you as the 5-star person that you are. It's the least we could do for you. Now, let's say you really, really like us. Like, you just can't control it. Go back to that link tree. You can take a link there, or you can just go to your browser, patreon.com/hapless heroes. We've got a few different patronage tiers. There's some rewards tied to it. A little extra channel in our Discord for our patrons where we do extra fancy posting. There's access to outtakes and bloopers and special episodes.
And we do actually occasionally post free episodes and things like that. We've been doing some out of character content that we've been shifting to that bonus feed as well. So, as just a thank you for just hitting the follow button and following along with us.
Absolutely. Really, what you're doing there is you're just allowing us to continue to be the ad-free entertainment that you like, while we get to continue to improve the quality of our show, reinvesting our patrons' donations into equipment, into hosting fees, very rarely into pizza. Very rarely. Like twice in many years.
It's been a while.
It has. So, really, we've just been dumping it into recording equipment to try to be funnier and higher, the same level of funny, really, but at higher audio quality, which has got to count for something.
And we actually, soon enough, we'll have some proper commissioned character artwork thanks to some of that as well. More to come on that, and stay tuned in our Discord server and our socials for all that fun stuff.
Yeah, keep an eye out. But I got nothing else I can add here. I think I'd just like to introduce our cast. Starting on my left with Joom Daloom, played by Seb.
We absolutely have nothing to worry about, guys. Open and shut.
To his left, we have Glorp Gluplup, played by Nicole.
Maybe one of my kids' parents is a lawyer. Maybe one of the kids likes law.
To her left, we have Brunner Brew Blitzboar, played by Mike.
I am honored to have such wonderful people that all have my back.
To his left, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
Jum, isn't your cousin Zinni a lawyer, right?
To his left, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
And to his left, we have Percival Flathest, played by Francesco.
I didn't even think we were being processed for a crime. I just thought they were going to ask us questions. Now we have to get a lawyer and go to court.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and Dungeon Master for this evening. Join us next week as we escalate the stakes. Bye-bye now.
Bye. There's gonna be stakes.
Dun dun.